And last but not least, I'm going to invite Nick Hafner to the stage, the co-founder and CEO at Refined Robotics. Now, Nick's topic is physical AI for moving things in the real world. And just to show you how serious he is about moving things in the real world, I think I'm going to pass it over to Nick and welcome you to the stage.
Thank you, Brittany. It's been a while since we saw each other in person. So we're building infrastructure for logistics robotics. And by logistics robotics, I mean anything that carries something from a location to a second location, particularly in unstructured or difficult environments, outdoors or indoors. And the reason for this is logistics is still mostly a human-driven industry outdoors. There's a lot of work being done in pick-and-place machines, that's true. But when we talk about last mile, when we talk about gas, infrastructure, and utilities, this is still a form of logistics. You're carrying equipment from A to B before doing the work. Patrol, dual use cases, last 100-meter food, grocery delivery, these are all done by humans still. And each of these tasks requires a different robot, and even within that, you need different robots. Bipeds are good at stairs and agility, AGVs are good for flat warehouses, quadrupeds are good for rough terrain. But they all do the same thing. They just operate in different environments with different payloads. And each of these bodies is its own billion-dollar company, right? You have, Figure AI is, of course, the humanoid big player. There's a lot of them, Abtronic. But most of these billion-dollar companies are still, generally speaking, at the pilot stage, with some exceptions, right? You have Zipline, you have Unitree is, of course, well beyond the pilot stage at this point. But these are all huge players that generally build one or two types of robots. And each of these bodies needs the same brain. You need perception, spatial intelligence, step planning, locomotion, determinism. I know we had a good talk about that earlier. Maybe we can show our powered by copper robot at this point. Determinism, safety, environmental models, intent prediction, and sensor fusion. Every team is building the same thing from scratch. So let's standardize it. We're building a unit that attaches to any base robot platform and fits in between the task and the locomotive layer. It's not actually on this robot. This is the very first prototype where we're still gathering our data and verifying the core algorithms. But those algorithms include cutting-edge navigation and collision avoidance algorithms. Like this is a control linear function-based control barrier function system that can escape dangerous situations. And we've also got simulations of this in pedestrian-heavy situations. Stair climbing, that's something that any robot that's going to go in the real world needs to be able to do. Traveling through snow and rough terrain. Fun story on this one, we did not plan to deliver this in the snow at all. It was not supposed to snow, but our Airbnb host spent 2 hours explaining rules to us on the very first day of the new year. And it started snowing. And we found out that the robot worked completely fine, which was a sigh of relief. So we're already live. We've got POCs with Mitsui Fudosam in the smart city just north of Tokyo. And we've got a deployment coming up in the UK. First paid one. It's going to be a pretty big deal with the robots climbing in and out of vans and doing various things. So the thing is as current research advances, world models are coming. We all know Jan LeCun's raised billions of dollars, and Sos-Fei-Fei Li and many others. We feel that we fit in between these. So as this technology gets better and better, the standardization of this sort of low-level physical intelligence is just so important to enable all these different models to work together and actually create useful value for robotics. Team-wise, so I was a PhD student here in Japan. That's why I ended up here with Ishiguro Sensei, the opening keynote. I hope you guys enjoyed his presentation. He's an interesting fellow. He's fun to talk to. And Yui, my co-founder, is a second-time hardware founder. He has done various modular video game controllers straight up to OEM stage. We're advised by Ishiguro Sensei, various others, David Wallerstein, among a couple of others. And we've got ex-Zipline, autonomous forklift truck builders, PhDs in control theory, hardware, perception on our team. This year, we're targeting 50 units, and we're looking for our very first partners for unstructured environments. If that's you, please join the waitlist. After that, things will get a little more expensive, so do get in contact at any time. Thank you very much.
Nick, thank you so much, everyone. If you're looking for unstructured environments, Nick is certainly the person to talk to. Do you need to join your robot?
And the robot can go the other way.
All right. All right, everyone, we did it. 10 presentations in 50 minutes. So I think let's do one more round of applause for all of you, for all of us, and for all of the speakers, and we all made it happen. So one more round of applause for the 10 incredible people that are really giving their lives to doing some good work in the world. So one more big round of applause.